Peace, love, and blessings, family. It's your girl, Stephanie Curry, and I am back. I am back with some encouragement, maybe a faith builder. The last video I did, I kind of did the starting, because it ain't the testimony yet. It was the starting. I didn't want to do it, but God, you know, is getting me to the point of putting my story, putting my testimonies out there to help other people so that He may get the glory, so that people can see what He's doing in my life at this point. So after that video, of course, the attacks kept coming because the devil can't have me because I haven't caved into him, because I'm still serving God and I'm still moving in the way that God wants me to move. So of course, you know, new levels, new devils. That's facts. So of course they coming hard. And now I told you the CPS case, and now it's restraining order when I ain't called them, text them. I told y'all I wasn't doing nothing. In the last video, if you watched it, remember I told y'all they think I'm probably doing all this stuff all out of the box. But I really been in my peace, sitting here silently letting God work this out for me. I haven't moved a muscle. I haven't raised a hand, because when He vindicate me, He's going to get all the glory. It's not going to be because of what I did. It's going to be because of what He did. So I came on here to finish off this encouragement, because I went to church Sunday. So I go, it's me, my big sister, and her best friend. I call us the Three Stooges, because we're babies in this, but we're all elevating in our faith and with God, with our personal relationships with God, and He's moving in each of our lives. So we do, all three of us go to church together or whatnot. So when we were sitting, we always sit next to each other at church. So we were sitting at church, and the apostle had walked over to us. She said, "When I look at y'all, I just hear God say Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego," right? And I ain't gonna lie, like I said, I'm new in Christ. I heard people say that, you know, people make jokes because they say a Billy Goat or whatever, but it's Abednego, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. But people say Billy Goat. So you hear people have made fun of the names or whatnot, but I never knew their story. And so when she said that, she said, and God said, when y'all come out that fire, there's not going to be a trace that y'all have been going through, what y'all been through. Nobody's going to know. Nobody's going to see it. That's why it's important for me to get up here and share these things with y'all, because y'all going to see the glory of God fall on my life. So it's important for me to get out here and do this, because it's an encouragement to help somebody else move further and closer to their promised land, because I have made it to the promised land, which is why I'm going through all of this, okay? So I'm here, I'm proclaiming it, and I have the victory. But her telling me that, the Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego story, and she said that was prophesied to her and her trio back in the day, because she had two other people that used to go to church, and she said they all ended up preaching and ministering. And I told you I didn't know what God was doing with me, because sometimes you feel like you're not good enough, and God be like, I know exactly who you are. Stop trying to shy away from where I'm pushing you to. That's me right now. I'm trying to be like, no, God, people not gonna live, people not. And He like, oh my goodness, do you think you're the only one going through this? I'm putting you through this to strengthen you up, to build you, so that you can help the next person, the person that's going through this very thing that you're going through. So this is where I'm at. So it took me into reading that story. If y'all don't know where that story is located, it's located in the 3rd chapter of Daniel. The 3rd chapter of Daniel. And I'm going to break it down. Basically what happened was the king in that day, because he was giving Daniel a whole time too, but the king had this gold idol of himself, and he ordered everybody to worship this idol of him. When the music played, they would have to bow down and worship it, and only it, not no gods, not nobody. They would have to worship him and this idol. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, faith and belief was in God, and they knew not to put no other God before God, the Most High. They knew not to do that, so they didn't take that order. And the order was, whoever didn't do that would get thrown into the furnace, a hot furnace, burning hot. So when the music played, and everybody began to worship and bow down to this idol, the snitches came out. Y'all know it's a snitch, it's a snake somewhere always in the butt. So they ran up to the king, was like, hey king, didn't you order for everybody to worship this idol? I mean, didn't you, wasn't the word everybody should bow down when they hear this, and we should, and king was like, yeah, you know, basically, and I'm breaking this down, you know, for y'all in the easy way. But the king was like, yeah, in so many words, that's what I said. Now, who didn't do it? Because that's what the snitches was there to snitch. He said, well, the three guys back there, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they didn't do it. They ain't bow down. So the king was like, bring them to me. Bring them over here. Go get them. Since they don't want to, go get them. He went and got them. The snitch, we're going to call him the snitch, went and got them, brought them back, and he asked them, why didn't y'all worship this idol, my idol, made of pure gold that I ordered y'all to worship? They was basically like, we're not going to worship you. We're going to worship the Most High God, having that faith to put no other God before the God that they know. And so he said, well, I'm going to throw y'all in this pit. And they was like, our God will save us. And they was like, king was like, okay, in so many words, you better hope your God save you. I'm going to throw you in there. Let's see. They went in there with no problems. Matter of fact, the first three soldiers that tried to throw them, because he said, heat it up. Let me not leave that out. Because this is what the devil do. When you stand strong in your faith, because this is why it pertains to me. I stood strong in my faith. I did what God told me not to do. And the devil said, fire it up some more. Make that hot, a little bit hotter. Make that fire a little bit scorching than it's ever been. That's what he did. That's when the restraining order came. He tried to make it hotter. And that's what the king did. He said, turn that fire up. We're going to make it the hottest that it's ever been. Because I'm finna throw them in there. Yeah, your God, since you want to worship your God. Yeah, let's see if he going to save you. That's how the world does us these days. Oh, your God, yeah, that's how people be playing. Oh, God going to save you. Okay, that's what they do. So this was going on in the third chapter of Daniel with Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. This is what was going on. He said, turn it up higher. Turn it up higher so we can throw them in there. It was so hot, the first three soldiers that went to toss them in died. They got close to the flames. That's how hot it was. They only got close and they died. They died. Okay? So they threw them in there. It was real hot. And everybody standing outside this furnace. And they looking. And then the king say, he looking. He like, didn't we throw 3 people in there? You know, the town was like, yeah, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. It's 3 people. The king say, I see 4. I see 4. It was an angel that went in the furnace with them, that God sent. God, the same person they was mocking, is your God gonna save you? Is your God really gonna save you? God sent that angel in there and had the wings surrounding them, walking around. They was walking around. And these wings was keeping them from being touched by them flames. So the king called them out. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, come on out. They came out. Their hair wasn't burnt. Their clothes wasn't burnt. Their flesh wasn't burnt. Woo! Nothing was burnt on them. Everybody got the witnesses. The king immediately said, everybody bowed down and worship the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. This is why I say, if God tell you don't move, your belief better be in him. Because only he can save you. Only he can save me. Only he can vindicate me. So after I did my video, the devil said, turn that fire up some more. Turn that fire up some more. She's still moving. We didn't brought CPS. Turn that fire up some more. Then I get the restraining order when I ask my baby back. Oh, we're not going according to that court order. We got a new order. The new order was the restraining order, and the fact that now he's trying to get full custody. I'm only saying this to help somebody, because when you have a belief in God, sometimes you go to the Bible and you'll find yourself. And I would have never found that if I would have never went to church, because the apostle walked over and said that to us, and it made me go read that book. It made me go read the book. Because I was like, what? We Shadrach. I'm looking at my sister and her best friend. I'm like, we Shadrach, me shaking a bit to go. We going to be preaching one day. God don't want me to move because this is my testimony. This is my testimony. My hand can't be in it if it's going to be my testimony. His hands is in this. He's going to fix this. If they thinking, if y'all think that y'all God will let a lie break you down and he's trying to build you up, you're confused, and he's not a God of confusion. See, the devil was trying to make me come around and make me think that this would stand, because he kept turning up that fire, because he see my belief. He see my faith. My faith can't be moved. My faith cannot be moved. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego faith could not be moved. Half of us today would have been like, okay, never mind, put the music on. We would have been worshiping that king. Don't burn me. I got a family. I ain't ready to go yet. I got kids. They was just standing there like, okay, our God gonna save us. They walked out. They was bound. They tied them up. Tied them up and tossed them in there. They was tied up. Now one of them took off and tried to run. Not now one of them was like, okay, God, I believe in you, but I don't want to die. I don't want to get burnt. I don't want to get burnt. Like, none of them did that. They stood firm in their faith, in their God. My last video, I told y'all, when God say don't move, don't you move. If he say that he's working it out and he promised you something, his promises don't lie. So just know that it's going to be confusion and doubt and all of that coming in your mind contrary to what God already said. If it's contrary to what he said, it ain't him. If it's confusing you, it ain't him, because he's not a God of confusion. If God told you one time, that's the only time he should be telling you. You don't need confirmation after confirmation after confirmation after confirmation. God, he told you once. It's your faith that's going to see you through. Because faith don't make things easy. Y'all, this ain't easy for me. People lying on me, trying to get my baby. But my faith is going to make it possible. My faith is going to make it happen. See, sometimes when we jump out of faith, it takes longer. Something that possibly could take you 3 days, you jump out of your faith, you jump out of the will of God, it takes you 30 years. 10 years. Longer than the appointed time. See, and then you got to understand, when you right there, when it's right there in front of you, you better believe the devil gonna come throwing all obstacles. That's why you got to stay firm in the word. Because that way you'll know, oh, I know exactly what this is. I'm close. Because that's what I've been doing all week. That's why he's trying to turn that fire up on me. Because all I keep saying is, I'm close. I'm close to something. Because you coming at me mighty hard, devil. You trying to stop whatever God got for Stephanie. You trying to stop it. And that's where y'all need to be in y'all faith. Y'all need to be like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Y'all even need to be like Daniel when he was thrown in the lion's den. Daniel wasn't worried. I bet Daniel was in there petting that lion. Like, oh, Lord. What's up, best friend? We're going to be in here today. Open this up. You got to have the faith. That's why God say, fear not. Because if fear would have entered any one of their bodies, that would have been the end of them. They would have died. Because they would have let fear creep in. And when fear creep in, it halts your faith. It stops your faith. You can't have faith and fear at the same time. Faith and fear don't mix. It don't mix. So if God tell you something, you better believe it. And if you don't believe it, just leave it alone. Do it your way and see how that works out for you. See, if I would have did this my way, I don't know how it would have worked out. But the fact that I'm cool, calm, and collected, and they steady doing stuff, steady trying to come at me, the devil steady trying to turn that fire up, and it ain't touch me. Not my hair, not my flesh. It ain't touch me. They trying to throw me in the furnace. When the apostle said that and made me run to that book, I said, Lord, this is me. They trying to throw me in the furnace. But you told me don't move. You told me to keep your faith, my faith in you. You told me that you was going to vindicate me. And I believe just that. I'm not going to believe anything outside of that. Because this is my testimony. I am going through my testimony. God is going to turn this into my testimony, which is why he don't want me in it. He want me to keep doing what he told me to do and surrender it to him. Every court order, every court, whatever restraining order, I threw it on the ground and I put it beneath my foot. I stomped on it and then I surrendered it to God. I said, you would not be above me. These orders is going to be at my feet. Y'all got to know how to use your mouth and demand. You got that power because God gave it to you. You are great because you came from greatness. I said that throughout my whole 30-day mindset challenge. If y'all didn't watch my 30-day mindset challenge, you should go check that out. But we are greatness and we can achieve greatness because we came from greatness. Now walk in that authority. Pop your collar, roll your neck, do whatever you got to do and stand firm in that thing. Because if that story did something to me, I said, God, you mean to tell me they threw these people in the hottest furnace, the hottest furnace, and they let them. They didn't turn around and run. They didn't back out. They didn't back down. They was like, look, my God gonna save me. And he was like, well, truly, we gonna see if your God gonna save you. And y'all know that's what people do in the real world. You say something that, oh, we gonna see, oh, really? You gonna give it to God? Yeah. This is what people do. That's why he said, I shouldn't be mocked. Because I will show you. He's going to show these people the very thing who they messing with. Y'all got to know who y'all are. Because if you don't know who you are, you'll let people run up over you. See, they think they got the upper hand now. But I got the upper hand because I got the Holy Spirit. I got God on my side, just like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They knew they had God on their side. They wasn't finna bow down. They told that man to his face, we heard your orders, but we ain't finna bow to you. We gonna bow to God. That's the kind of attitude I got about this world. Everybody want to tell me what to do. You do this, you do that. No, I'm gonna bow down to God. Anything else, I can keep that. Because he the only one that can fix it. He the only one that can do it for me. And especially if he already gave me instructions, I'm going to listen to that. I'm going to be obedient. Because I look at that, like, look how you say them. Even Daniel in the lion's den. Some of us would have been like, oh, okay. I won't pray 3 times a day. I'm going to pray to you. Because that was why they threw Daniel in there. Because he said, you do not pray to no other God but me. Daniel was like, shoot, they got me bent. He went up to his secret place in his house, kneeled down, and still prayed 3 times a day. And then the snitches came. Hey, didn't you, hey, we all supposed to be praying to you and no other God? Well, Daniel up there still praying 3 times a day. He actually tried to save Daniel. But they go to snitches. Now, you signed this order. You signed this law. Everybody you can't go against it. Everybody gotta worship you. You gotta deal with him. He was like, man, he didn't want to, but he had to because of what he signed. Oh, but God. Oh, but God. Put your faith in the right one and not the wrong one. Put your faith in God and not the news and the next person. Put your faith in God and not social media. Not your mama, not your daddy, not those people around you, because that's why God say trust no man. Trust no man. The same people you think rocking with you, down for you, you crying on their shoulder, these same people will plot against you. Wouldn't care about you and only about themselves. Trust no man but God. That's what I came on here to say. I didn't even want to make it long. I just wanted to say that because that's what God was bringing me into doing. I have to continue to do this to help y'all. I ain't bust a muscle, but y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see the glory. Y'all gonna see the glory. Trust in your God. Know who you are. Walk in that. And nothing outside of that. You feel me? Because it ain't good. And they don't got your back like God. Look how the king did these people. That's what the rulers above us do. When you don't do what they say, what you got to do? You got to go to jail and all kind of stuff. They try to kill you. Yeah. Yeah, that's why you got to put your trust in God. Don't put your trust in no man. Don't put your trust in no man. Put your trust in God. That's why I came here to tell y'all. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and Daniel himself. Check their faith. They both was thrown in some stuff where y'all know if y'all would have been thrown in, y'all would have been dead. A lion's den, a furnace, a burning hot furnace. Yeah, y'all know y'all would have been dead. Yeah, y'all know it. But God brought them out. No ashes. No burnt flesh, no burnt hair. No, they robes that they had on. One burnt. The ropes that was one burnt. It was an angel. God sent the angel because they believed, because their faith was in their God. They didn't have fear in their heart. Don't walk with fear in your heart, people. Know your God. I can't stress that enough. Know your God. Know him. Seek him. Go find him. Do something. Because we in the season where you gonna need him. The world can't do nothing for you at this point. The world ain't got nothing for you at this point but heartache, pain, destruction, lies. Come on now. It don't get no serious. I'm passionate about it because people is lost. I hate when some person put on, you need to watch the news. I don't need to do nothing. Don't come over here and try to put your beliefs on me. I don't need to watch nothing. If I need to know what happened, I'm going to get on my knees and I'm going to pray. I'm going to wait till everybody in my house go to sleep and I'm going to kneel down and I'm going to talk and communicate with God, what's going on? Because I don't want to watch the news because these people be lying. They don't even tell us the whole truth. God, what is it? So don't be walking over and saying, you need to watch the news. You need to get vaccinated. God is my vaccination. I anoint my whole house. I anoint my kids. I even anoint my son with him not even being in my house. I anoint my son in spirit. I put that oil on my hands and I anoint my son in spirit. I speak over him in spirit. They don't know who they messing with. Y'all better know who y'all are. Y'all sitting around here letting folks do stuff. You better call down your legions of angels. You better call down your God, give it to him and walk that walk. Walk off and continue to work on them businesses. Walk off and continue to take care of them kids. Take care of your household. Do whatever you got to do. But don't get an enemy that power to stress you out. He come to do that. He come to do that. Pop up, jump up out of there. Be like, God, hey, I get this to you. You said cast my worries and cares upon you. You got them. There you go. I surrender them to you. I ain't got time. That's how y'all need to be. Real talk. That's how y'all need to be. I love y'all. Peace, love, and happiness. Prosperity, abundance. I speak that over all of y'all. Clarity of mind, sight, and hearing from him. In the name of Jesus. And I rebuke the devil over everybody's life who's watching this. I cast him down in the pits of fire in the name of Jesus. You're going early. I'm casting you back in the fire early. Go ahead, devil. You ain't got no room here. I render you powerless. You are rendered powerless. We are born of God, and the evil one cannot touch us. Ooh, I love y'all. I came here to do just that, and I'm off. I'm off. I love y'all. Think about that. Read the book yourself. Daniel chapter 3. I love y'all. Peace, love, happiness. Bye, y'all. Enjoy y'all. What today is? Tuesday. Enjoy y'all Tuesday today.